Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.01931 mark, and here on TradingView the market is up by 0.57%. and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot structures, the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Vechain chart. So Vechain, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.28 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.017 mark in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And in the formation of that wave 3, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side. And before I do that, I can give you a measure from the all-time high, and you can see that Vechain from the all-time high, it's down more than 92%, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the low for that high Elliott wave count 2 and also the bear market low. But that doesn't mean that there is no room for making a new low here on the Vechain chart. There's still room for us for making a new low here on the Vechain chart, and we also need to be prepared for such a scenario. But assuming that the low for that high Elliott wave count 2 is in, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 using a trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the Fibonacci's to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the Fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.462228 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Vechain to do in the next bull market, and that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see I have these Elliott wave structures in formation over here, where I believe we have completed the formation of these higher Elliott wave count 1, and that is after seeing these fractal waves in formation, having that wave 5 completing the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 1. And whatever we expect next after seeing the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 1 is an ABC corrective structure in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2, and I believe that is what we are seeing over here, having that wave C completing the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2, whatever we expect is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 3. And using the Fibonacci's, that is the trend-based Fibonacci, we can sketch out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the Fibonacci's to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the Fib level 1.618, and that perfectly lies at around the $0.02137 mark. And for that to play out and also give us a confirmation that we're in the formation of this wave 3, we need to manage to break above the 20-day MA, which we have done here on the 1 hour chart, and also manage to break above the wave 1 high, which perfectly lies at around the $0.01931 mark, which is now the area that we are trading within. And there are chances that very soon we might be able to break above that wave 1 high, and that will be giving us a confirmation that we are regaining our impulsive nature in the formation of this wave 3. And in that movement, I would expect Vechain to also manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.02 mark. And once that happens and see a retest of that key area of resistance, then we can continue pushing even higher to fully maximize the Fib level 1.618 in the formation of that wave 3. And once that plays out, then we can expect a corrective structure in the formation of a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And there are also chances of invalidating this movement to the upper side, obeying this Elliott wave structure. And for that to play out, that can only happen in case we do not manage to get above the wave 1 high and also lose the 20-day MA and continue pushing lower. And in that movement, in case we make a low that is just slightly below the low for this a second wave at around the $0.01798 mark. In case we make a low that is below that low, then I'll be assuming that this structure that you have over here is just a massive ABC corrective structure in the formation of a higher Elliott wave count 2. Then from there we can sketch out a nice movement to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3. So those are my short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 56 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD you can see we had printed a bearish cross, but we are seeing a bit of a decrease in the selling momentum, and that would mean very soon we might be able to print a bullish cross. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated. And if you like the video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up, and also make sure that you check out the channel membership. And that's the update for Vechain.